entire game. Everything. This series is going to prove to you, for one, that we can build really cool stuff with AI, but two, anyone can code with AI now. It's gotten to that point, y'all. This stuff is groundbreaking, where simply you just put in a prompt, you get an output, and that's why we're wearing the Steve head today, because we are going to create Minecraft. No joke. I don't care how many days this takes me. I really don't. We are creating it. Whether this takes me 60 days, 70 days, 80 days with Minecraft, Cursor AI, ChatGPT, Claude, we're building Minecraft. That is why we got the mask on. So in this video, and in this stream, in this big old mega series you just found yourself on, let's do it. Okay. So I was using Cursor AI the other day, and I was like, this is way better than it used to be. So that kind of gave me the inspiration for the video and this entire stream we're going to do for the however long this is going to take. You already know how this goes. I got to update my YouTube so that we get the relevant title, relevant thumbnail, and everything we love. Make sure we're live on everything. But we are going to be coding from scratch, absolutely 0 lines of code, all together. We're making Minecraft together. It's going to be easy. You know what I'm calling it? My game, we're calling it Block Mind. We're going to be creating Block Mind. So get ready for this. Let me go and make sure I update my thumbnails here. My title's all good. And this is going to be a really fun series, y'all. I was playing around with it a little bit, and I started realizing, I'm like, wait a second. So the AI can go into agent mode, and agent mode can basically self-correct itself. So basically, what's stopping me from making Minecraft is just days of work, maybe months of work. Why not just do it? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to update the description as well. So you know we got to update that description on the YouTube. And then we're going to jump in here. This is going to be an ongoing series. So every single live stream from here on out until I finish making Minecraft is going to be Minecraft. So get ready for that. You're going to see a lot of really cool thumbnails on this channel that look really cool. But the way we're going to create Minecraft is going to be through Cursor. This is going to be a lot of streams, y'all. This is day 1. You just found yourself on day 1. Maybe you're clicking on this after like day 40 or something like that. But we are creating Minecraft. What's up, Angel? Check out this amazing thumbnail, y'all. I love it. We're on a little early today on stream because I'm going to do something a little later tonight. But look at this. Day 1. Get ready for however many days this takes. Let's do it. So, why are we doing this? I wanted to do this because it is evidently obvious to me that AI has gotten to the point now where essentially if you know fundamental, like very basic stuff about programming, you can do really cool stuff now. It's gone are the days where the AI would run into an error, you'd have to kind of reproctor it, situations would occur, and it would just go completely flat on its face. Now, huge caveat to this entire series, which is going to make this series even cooler, to be honest with you, is I have experience creating software. I have experience creating SaaS products. I have experience creating websites. I have experience creating iOS apps. I don't have experience creating video games. So we are going to be learning together how to create this. I have no knowledge when it comes to video games and video game creation, but why not start with something as simple, not really simple, but something like Minecraft, which I'm pretty sure for all of us, we loved growing up. I mean, for me, at least when it first came out, I was all over the game. I wanted a game exactly like that. And I remember my brother told me about it. I was like, okay, I got to play this. So to start off here, we need to do a couple stuff. First off, what is Minecraft? And you can learn this with me right now. So Minecraft, what type of game is this? Is essentially, I think it's like a voxy. Let me see. What type of game is Minecraft? It's like Terraria. I always like these kind of like open world, free roaming games. Make Roblox game instead. That might be next. But this series is going to be first on Minecraft for how many days this takes. What's up, Wood69? So let me, now in developer terms, so let me get developer terms of what Minecraft is. I think it's like a voxy. I might be butchering this, y'all. I told you, I'm not a video game developer. I've done software, I've done web apps, but not this. No. We're talking like it's like a voxy game, open world. I'm about to go to Gemini. ChatGPT is falling on his face. Minecraft is a go-to game. Exactly, Bonds. And that's why we're going to do it. Yes. Okay, here we go. A voxy game is a world that is destructible and buildable blocks. The art style looks generic and low poly. Really nice for development, right? Out of the box. And, you know, other examples, this is Terraria. But this isn't going to be a situation where it's like, we're creating Minecraft. And like, I do this in one stream. we're taking our time, y'all. We're going to create a full-blown game here. I plan on essentially first making this into a private repo, e.g., I only have access to the code. Also, through this entire series, you're going to learn essentially how I work through problems, how I code, and you can ask me questions. And this is going to become very much like pretty cool, because one thing that I'm always interested on is not necessarily when you see the end product of a software or a web app or anything. It's always like, no, that's cool, but how did it start? And you get to see that completely fresh perspective from me and all these live streams we do together. So you formulate the prompts with GPT-5 first. Not necessarily. I just use GPT-5 just kind of get a quick answer here. What are you trying to build Minecraft in? Like the programming language? I'm not sure yet. I know we could use JavaScript, 3JS. That's part of it. I've never done video game development. I've done other types of development, but we are quite literally, and I think that actually makes it better for these streams, is because I'm coming from it from a perspective of like brand new. It should make this whole experience a lot better because I'm coming from it brand new, we're going to break this down together. So it isn't like I'm just jumping into Cursor and simply saying, hey, build me Minecraft. That's not a smart way to approach development. Development, you need to do in increments. So now that we know what type of game, why we're doing this, let's do it, y'all. So we're at the whiteboard here. And, I'm always going to be jumping on every single day doing this, a couple hours. We're going to build together. And the best part, here's the best part, y'all. Once I get this to a very basic level of where the player can move around, we can break some stuff, we've created our own textures, then I'm going to essentially take that Git repo, I'm going to make it public, and some of y'all can essentially fork it and start giving me pull requests, making iterations on the game. For now, though, we are going to jump into this. Might be difficult because of the character animations, etc. You would be surprised. And that's partly why I'm doing this series, y'all. AI has changed tremendously, and I'm not worried. I'm not worried when it comes to graphic design and designing a 3D model or designing textures. I mean, look at my thumbnails, y'all, up to this point. One of the bare minimums, like one of the fundamental skills that I personally have is I'm really good at design. So anything when it comes to design or animations, I'm not too worried. I won't even need to go as far as dealing with the situation with Blender because there is so many open source alternatives when it comes to creating 3D models of AI now. The big overarching thing, I mean, honestly, what's really cool about this series, and I need to take some water, is growing up, Minecraft was one of my favorite games. And also, growing up, I coded. I never thought I would get to the point where I would be able to quite literally code Minecraft entirely. But we're there. So we're going to do it. Block mind. First thing we need to do, essentially, is what is a tech stack? How are we going to build this? What languages are we going to build? And I don't know, y'all, because I've never done video game development. So we're going to learn together. And that's why we're going to use Cursor here for the planning part. Sometimes I like using GPT when I want to just take it out of the IDE, but let's do tech stack first. So I have a nice new folder here, new Cursor project. Don't worry if you're like, Corbin, you said you were going to show us from scratch. This is completely scratch. This is quite literally block mind day 1, stream day 12, stream day 12, stream day 12. Block mind, true, but they work only to a certain degree. We'll see, mind blocked. Long story short, if in 60 days or 70 days of me doing this every single day, I create a actual Minecraft or something that's like, wait, how'd you do that in 70 days by yourself with AI? That should be enough of a threshold to prove that we are beyond what it was a year or 2 years ago. Hello, hope life's treating you well. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. And if you want to get the chat right there, show up in the VOD, show up in the video. Check me out on Twitch here. Is it often C#? It's often C#. Okay, well, let's find out. I'm a novice when it comes to video game development, but because I have the knowledge of software development and web development, I have enough context to know how to at least talk to the AI and understand when it's going down bad rabbit holes, understand the fundamentals when it comes to GitHub, because GitHub is so important in the software development process, and obviously with the GitHub process as well. Also, I'm releasing a very, 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 very large video on GitHub. It's going to be like 40, 50 minutes long. Y'all going to love that one. But let's begin. We're going to turn Cursor here to plan mode. We're going to say, I want to create a Minecraft-like game. Like game. What is the most optimal tech stack? Assuming we just want to start with single player first. See, I am not worried. Right now, we'll start single player. if we realize, and I've been using Cursor a lot lately, if I realize, wow, like this is really the next level, then we'll make this multiplayer. I have no issue doing that. I want to start everything local though. I want the data being stored locally in the browser. I want any type of processes run locally on my machine. I don't want to make more complexity than it's worth when you make these first iterations. Remember, like that's the whole point of making a Git repo and all this situation. Like, let's just create a base right here, right? So let's check it out. All right, I'd be happy to help Minecraft like game. Before I can recommend the optimal tech stack, let me see real quick. Make sure we're live on stream. Make sure to leave a like if you're watching. It's completely free. You're going to be following me on a pretty long journey here. We'll see how long this takes me. I really don't know, y'all. For all I know, this could take me to literally New Year's. Starting single player is absolutely the move. Minecraft is best to start local, then move later. Exactly. So like, I don't know. I might be overestimating how hard this is going to be, but part of me thinks this is not going to be. Basically, part of me thinks that it's going to be hard, but I can do it. So I'm not worried. So here's obviously, we're going to do web browser at first because I don't want to dive straight into a desktop native application as there's more implications around that. So we're going to do this as we're just trying to get the context here. What plugin language experience? Okay, so I'm going to say I am good with React. I'm just going to React, Python. I'm just going to list a bunch of languages that I know. But I want to go with what would be best out of the box for this context. All right, and what scope of your, simple voxel world of basic. See, what you want to do, especially when you're just starting out, fresh code, 0 lines. I create custom artwork. Would you like to see some of my creations? I mean, Lily, we might need that custom artwork when we start building, not Minecraft, we're building BlockMine, okay? Rust framework would be hella fast as architecture. Okay, let's see what the cursor cooks up here. And what I was gonna say, what scope of your Minecraft game would you like? This is a good thing for y'all to know to any context when dealing with AI coding. Don't just jump to the finish line. Like for example, I don't want to jump to like crafting, survival mechanics, etc., etc. When coding, start as simple as possible, especially with AI, because you're gonna get the best results that way, and it's an incremental thing rather than just being like, hey, cursor, build out Minecraft. I would suggest not Python, while it's possibly is likely to have high level to make its performant in Minecraft. In Java is already pretty laggy despite being a simple game aesthetic wise. Yeah, see, that's why I'm just going to lean towards whatever cursor suggests here, as I am not familiar with video game development at all. So we got 3.js, which I'm familiar with. That 3D rendering engine I've been playing around with, which is nice. Okay, CSS overlay, that's fine. Okay, block system. So what it wants to do is it wants to jump right away. Okay. Before we even jump into that, and this is a new thing within Cursor here, which allows you to build. Can you drop your Discord? I don't have a Discord, but you can check out the school community. Just go to my YouTube, Corbin Brown. Hit the little thing that says like more links, and then it's like school, like join my free AI community. You'll be able to join me and talk to me there. Okay. So before this, we just go like down the rabbit hole. I'm going to change this to agent and say first, let's create a web app where we have a simple button that says start, we'll say single player. Take note and make the UI look like Minecraft. What I like to do, obviously we can change how the UI looks long term. I'm just going to keep leaning on Minecraft here because this AI model has a ton of context of what Minecraft is. Corbin, your vids are fire. Thank you, JXP. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to check me out on Twitch. Make sure to give a nice little follow there. And instead of us just jumping straight into like, hey, I wanted to like go into a 3D world and start messing around. Let's just start simple. Let's just make the login page or like the little home page. I know I haven't played Minecraft for a while, to be honest with y'all, but I know at least it's like single player, multiplayer, and like the little clicky of the buttons. We need to create just the structure of the web app first before we dive into straight like I load the app and I'm just like already in it, because it's better to come at this simply than just like iterating on a system that's already too far in at that point. Okay, so keep Minecraft UI elements, press start. Do. Okay. Okay, go ahead and install relevant dependencies and create this. I can run it to localhost 3000. So what I'm gonna do here is once I get this first initial code base of this stack, I'm gonna connect it to my Git. Take my Discord, send me a request. Lily, just check out the school. Is this actually possible? AI vibe coding Minecraft? Yes, Josh, it is, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm genuinely gonna prove it because I definitely the only thing stopping people from doing it is like you have to have some level of competence when it comes to coding. Like I can't just look at package.json and have no clue what that means because then you're going to have situations where the code is just going to run loops on itself. But if you have competency, I'm almost confident, and I might be wrong, y'all, but I'm almost 100% confident. Give me 2 months, give me a month of me streaming this and doing 2 hours a day. I'm confident I'm going to be able to build at least a prototype version of Minecraft and just kind of iterate off of that. Has Corbin ever built anything production grade? Yeah, Dean, check out bumpups.com. It's my software. It's an AI video model. Essentially, you just drag in a local file, a video file, or a YouTube link, and you'll be able to analyze it and you'll be able to proctor it. It's one of the only softwares that actually allows you to analyze videos. Don't believe me? Add a local file to ChatGPT right now that is longer than 2 gigs or longer than 10 minutes. It literally won't accept your video file. Okay. Dev server is running at localhost 3000. We're going to keep all. One thing I currently have this agent on is the ability just to kind of say yes to itself, so I don't have to keep approving stuff. What I typically like doing, especially in early projects, is I will just build out a ton and essentially have this on my main branch, and we'll be able to set that up pretty soon here. Once we have it on our main branch and we built it out to a ton, I'm going to get to a point where I like it, and then we're going to do GitHub best practices when it comes to doing pull requests, separate branches. First, we're just going to commit a ton to the main branch here. Let me get rid of this voxel script here. Don't save this. I don't like this. Source here, menu. Okay. All right. So I was really impressed with the codex fixing my bugs. Yeah, it can self-correct itself, which is amazing. Is the model custom or does it use something like Gemini API? It's basically a mixed bag of models. So it is custom. It's a mixed bag of models, and essentially when you deal with a video file, it isn't as simple as a PDF file, because a PDF file, you can just extract the JSON and get the analyzation that way. When you deal with a video file, there's nuances to the audio. There's nuances to the actual underlying dialogue. There's nuances to the actual vision of the video. So it's a lot of fun. Okay. Let me see if this is good, though. So supposedly we can run this command. Okay. How do we start it? Let me get my terminal window up here. And let me do terminal. So there was 2 ways I could have approached this concept. And make sure, let me know, y'all, if the mic sounds good and everything looks quality in the sense of like if it looks quality. Do Rust, since Voxel isn't as fast and it's better at loops. Do Rust? Okay. I'm going to take your word for that. So we're starting on a bad tech stack here. Let me actually do this then. Okay, okay. Difference between building the tech stack on Rust rather than Voxel. I'm going to keep telling you, I've never done video game development, so some of these questions are going to be very newbie, but we'll let it slide. All right, let's see. All good, mine blocked. Okay, let's check it out. Because, all right, current stack is TypeScript, 3JS, and WebGL. Fast development, performance ceiling is lower than native. Okay. Garbage collection can cause frame shutters. Ooh, you might have just saved me a lot of time. Steeper learning curve. Oh, I don't care about learning curve. Slower development. Okay. Wow, thank you. I appreciate that, JXP. No. This is actually amazing. Let's do this in Rust. Recreate the tech stack. Because this is what it's assuming. Essentially, the AI is assuming right now that it's assuming that I just want to do something fast and just build it out fast. But if I genuinely want to do a 70-day straight streams or 80-day straight streams, and as you say, for performance, we need to make sure this thing is bolstered, because to be honest with y'all, I want this to get to the point These are big dreams, but to be honest with you, who cares? Like, I'll just do this every day. Like, this is fun to me. Where we can do multiplayer and we could literally do PRs with each other, do forks. It'll be a lot of fun. Let's do this in Rust and recreate the tech stack. Okay, I would suggest LGX page with Rust. It's so much better than 3JS if you're looking for a longer project. In 3JS, it's faster, but you will only be able to go as far before simply can't get the Hey, perfect bonds. Thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. Told you Rust is hella fast. Tesla uses Rust as framework for the Vision AI framework. Okay. Okay, y'all. Okay, appreciate it. We're using Rust. All right, perfect. And I'm not even worried because of the fact that I'm already approaching this with the, like, I know software in like React, Python, AWS, GCP. I don't know video game development. So if Rust is optimal for this, then we're going to proceed with Rust and we're going to learn Rust. So here we go. Once you've installed Rust, let me know and I'll continue. Or would you prefer to stick? No. Let's do Rust, install for me, all of it. And get it to the point where we have a landing page. We'll just do landing page right now that just has one button that says single player. Okay, let's just do that for now. I don't want to throw the actual kitchen sink at this, and I don't want to be like, yes, let's do Rust and just create the whole game. One step at a time. Let's create a landing page. Let's make it look good. Let's just do this one step at a time. That's going to be the best way so we can iterate off of it. And then I can finally create a saved checkpoint where if I get cooked or I go down some rabbit hole, I can essentially just roll back and be like, wait, don't worry. We still got the single player landing page. If you're checking this out on YouTube, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to follow me on Twitch as well. As we grow on Twitch, that's going to be where I'm going to be able to do a lot more cool effects. So we'll be able to do a lot of cool little emoticons. Maybe you'll be an early adapter emoticon. But we are quite literally going to use AI to build Minecraft. This is literally day one. So long story short, if I achieve this, and then at a certain point, if we achieve this, because I plan on making the repo public, I plan on accepting your PRs if they're good PRs. We'll do PRs on stream. This is a brand new concept, y'all. I don't know if anyone else codes on stream, but we're going to do PRs on stream. And if you add like something really random to the game, I'm going to delete it. Okay, it's not going to be good. But yeah, if this gets big enough, I'm really, shout out to Mindblock, shout out to Bond, shout out to JXP for giving the Rust suggestion. I am open ears, y'all. This is a learning process for me. I've never developed a video game, so for me, this is genuinely like going to be fun. But two, brand new skill I'm trying to upskill on. And I'm doing it live, okay? So if I make mistakes, I'll make mistakes. All right, let's just let this compile. Let's do all this situation. Is there like a ban appeals on the stream but PRs? It's like the ban appeals on stream but PRs, yeah. I already know. The one thing I can't do is when I do make this a public repo, I know I can't put contributors on it because people are gonna like almost like when you play Minecraft, like people start griefing the server. This looks very complicated. Don't worry, Violet. I'm gonna make this extremely easy. So make sure to drop a follow. So you're gonna quite literally see me vibe code Minecraft. But y'all remember, y'all play Minecraft, of course. You go to like a multiplayer server. I used to do this as a kid. Basically, long story short, you be griefing, right? You be taking the TNT, blowing some stuff up. So I got to make sure that this main branch. Thank you for the follow, Violet. Thank you, appreciate it. I've got to make sure that this
Violet Don 0 is now following.
Das ist ein gut deutscher Bat. Dankeschön. I got to make sure that. Oh man, my computer's like kind of heating up, y'all. How much CPU? That's not even that much. I don't know why it's heating up, but I can't make the main branch public and basically accessible to like a bunch of contributors because people are going to grief it, right? So we're going to do the forking, the PRs. We'll do PRs on stream, everything like that. But what you'll notice, and this is what I'm telling you guys, look at this. This is Cursor. It's setting up step by step what we need to do. And I'm just letting it run. And that's why it got me so confident to even do this entire live stream series we're going to do together and build this because genuinely, you got to work on that accent. Don't worry about it. Okay, don't worry about it. This looks very, but genuinely, because end of the day, everyone you got to shoot for the moon. You got to shoot for the moon. But honestly, give me like 90 days of doing this in a row. I guarantee I can make this happen. But I think that's a bigger commentary where if I genuinely create a mimic of Minecraft all through AI and then obviously a little input from y'all and me, that's insane. That's like eye-opening. So for all we know, this day one, a ton of people are going to click back on this video because they're going to be like, how the heck did this go from actually 0 lines of code to a straight up playable game that looks good? Let's find out. So it's supposedly running terminal command here, but sometimes these agents can get a little tricky, y'all, and go into loop. So I might have to restart this, but we're going to let it keep going here because cursor is actually pretty good at handling its own errors. But we are getting a lot of restart servers here. Essentially, like goal one is I want to get this into my Git repo here. I just want to connect this, right? I want to get a baseline here. So BlockMind has its VV1, basically. I will warn you, many attempts to remake Minecraft, but don't realize how much depth it truly has. Many end up with just a 3D world without much content. Now, I'm curious, Bonds. I'm very curious. Obviously, there's been attempts to recreate Minecraft. I don't doubt that. How long ago was that content? Was this like a year ago? Was this 2 years ago? Was this like 2018? Hey, I want to recreate Minecraft. What was the date on that? Give me a timestamp. Yo, you really doing this, Faraday? Yeah. We're going to make Minecraft. I don't care if it takes me 90 days. Let me know the timestamp on that. Because if you tell me right now, if you're like Bonds, if you tell me right now, you're like Corbin, that was 2 days ago, then yeah, it might be a situation where I'm cooked. But y'all gotta understand, this AI coding has changed insane amounts in the last 2 months. It's actually insane. Yep, maybe we could add an agent workflow to prompt the request plus content system. Yeah, no, 100%. These are tons. Some years ago, some too. You can likely find a video from like months ago if you try hard enough. Fair. Well, I guess I'll be the first. I'll be the first. And I'm telling y'all, here's where it gets crazy, y'all. This is why you got to love the developer community because one, we can open source a lot of stuff. But why I really love the developer community is, look at that. If you want to see this, you just go to Twitch chat. Just go to the Twitch chat and you see it on the VOD. The last time I've seen someone actually try to recreate Minecraft was late 2023, early 2024. Violet, did it work? Was it good or was it not good? Almost none of them use AI. I did find one exactly 1 year ago. Exactly. Look at this, y'all. 2021, 1 year ago, didn't use AI. There's tons some years ago. Likely can find it. Yeah, years ago, y'all. This, what I'm using right now, this cursor thing where it just keeps like going in this loop, creates this little, the agenda thing. This is new tech. This is like 2 months new. I think maybe even 30 days new. So therefore, I genuinely think we can build it now. And this is going to prove something that's going to be like basically break the internet because they're going to see this video. To be fair, I have coding experience and software experience, so I'm not a complete novice. But for a one-man team to create this in 90 days, 60 days is insane. I'm down to watch. It was decent, but didn't really have structure and generation. See, generations is like tremendously important to have. Okay, so let's see. We got, it looks like it finished here. So I'm going to just do keep all right now because this is such a fresh project. I'm not really worried about ripping stuff up. Shout out to everyone that told me to use Rust. That's going to be like tremendously important because if I got like 20 days into the series and I realized that the tech stack was just cooked, this would have been cooked. Okay, let's see. All right, once the server will be ready. Okay, give me the command so I can see the landing page that just has the single player button. But what I was going to say earlier, and I kind of got Shizakov, and I kind of got distracted there. What makes the development community amazing is that just give me 60 days, 70 days to build a workable product. I'm going to public this repo, and then literally we're going to have a ton of other developers that are like, yo, Corbin, I'll throw you a PR request. Why not? I'll throw you a new enemy that you can attack or defend yourself from. I'll throw you a new type of material, and we could quite literally build an open source Minecraft. Don't quote me on that. We'll say BlockMind so I don't get sued if that actually happens for Microsoft. This isn't, I'm sorry. You play Claude Code. All right, well, first off, let me lock in before. Command run this. All right, we're gonna make this a .sh so I can run this easier. But hold up. Let me do this. And also, I always like running these commands here. So let me zoom in on this. Give it to me in a dot. Make the line a simple terminal command to run all processes. Okay, hit enter here. Stop giving me all these craziness. Just give me a simple terminal command. Let's get localhost 3000. Let's get that very simple button that says single player. There are two things. There are two things open world games need is a system for the world partition, texture, depth, distance control. True. The biggest thing I'm worried about is going to be essentially. Actually, let me change this sh command real quick. Call the command. Was it block mind play? Yeah, I'm kind of worried about the lag here. I need to teach German swear words. I mean, yeah, mind block. Yeah, please do. You know Shizakov? Of course, mate. Can you vibe code a Roblox game? Hey, Ray, y'all are. Let me get Minecraft first, all right? If this becomes something, if this genuinely becomes something, Roblox will be next, but we won't even use Roblox platform because I can quite literally just create a duplication of Roblox. I'll just open source. Gotcha. Why use Cursor, not Codex or Windsurf? Me and Cursor, okay. I mean, to be honest, y'all, because Cursor just straight up just gave me like the max thing for free. They're like, Corbin, just check out the product. If you like the product, use the product. If you don't, you don't. But me and Cursor, we're in touch. You would skim through a few. I made Minecraft videos so you understand challenges they run into. True. That is true. But basically, I'm going to put so much onus on the AI that I am not even worried anymore. And you got to understand, y'all, this isn't coming out of, what is it? Give me the exact line to run in terminal so I can see local host 3000. You got to understand, y'all. This is not coming out of left field. I would not have done this a year ago. I would not have done this 2 years ago. The only reason I have so much confidence is because I was playing around and I'm creating a separate little software product that could be used in a stream. It still underworks. But the only reason I'm this confident, y'all, is because of the fact of how far I got with how fast I got with the limited amount of knowledge I had on the topic of the code of the software product I was trying to essentially create. So let me open this. Oh, it actually has open up terminal. Okay, let me do this. See, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. You do something like this. Yeah. Get me into the right folder. See, can't find trunk. So then basically put it back in the chat. Just run the error logic this way. I've never coded with Rust before, so this is how I'm going to do the error logic. Just let it figure out itself. That is why this is crazy. Let me see. Make it easier. Roblox isn't, it has its own AI, but it's bad. Its AI is trash, but Cursor cannot work with IR. Let me see. Now run this. Okay, so then when we run into errors, we just copy over here and paste. One thing I would say when building this is always focus on optimization when making AI Minecraft. The more performance equals more render distance. Okay, so it's good that you say that. It's good that you say that because what I can do here is I can go to my settings and we can go to rules here. And we're going to go to add rule and we're going to say always focus on optimization and performance of BlockMind game. Yeah, that might not do anything perfect, but it's nice to throw it in there. But first off, y'all, we got to get this working. I might not have a dependency. That's why I'm running into an error. That's I might not have something installed on the computer. Hey, so here you go. Look. What? Like this is crazy, yo. You should use Codex in the terminal. Then you don't have to type the terminal commands yourself. See, I like still typing the commands. Call me old fashioned. Call me old fashioned. I still like typing the commands. But look at this, y'all. Another error. Oh no, there's another error. Literally just copy it. Come on. Come up here, copy, and then paste over here. I'm telling you, this is the workflow, and we're quite literally going to create Minecraft. But yeah, I'm old fashioned. I like doing git commit still, like git add, git commit -m, all that stuff. Misspelled performance. It probably did. I'm telling y'all, using AI now, I be misspelling words. Did you use plan mode? I think originally, sometimes in agent mode, it just kind of automatically does it. So let's see if this works again. Now run this again. Copy this. All right, let's see. Let's let it run. I love Rust. Has a lot of info for errors. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. This is the first time I'm coding with Rust. I'm glad y'all pointed it out though, because if y'all didn't point it out into this stream, I could have been like 20 days in. We have a product, but the tech stack itself is just really bad. Can you add in terminal? I think we can. I think I could in theory add cursor directly, but is what it is. Everyone on stream, make sure to leave a like. This is real. This is not clickbait. We are going to create Minecraft. Quite literally, I don't care how many days it takes. This is day one. You found yourself on day one. This could be day 93, but my goal is and my objective is, so clip it, is that I'm going to get this to a working product where I can public it, and then essentially everyone else in the community can kind of help and really build an open source Minecraft. I should really stop saying that because I feel like legally that could get me tripped up, but it's a parody. This is a parody. Parody laws. Do you recommend Pro for large SaaS full stack projects like media sharing platforms, for example, from scratch to finish? Here's the situation. Well, first off, let's get this running, y'all, because this is being a little bit of cheesy wheeze. Come on. What are we doing? Oh, is it already running? It might already be running. I'm being so dumb right now. Let me open this up, y'all. A separate browser. Let me do this. Okay, we're gonna have localhost 3000. Where does it want me to go to? Okay, let me just do this, y'all. I'll have this open here so we can debug later. Okay, got another error here. Don't see anything in localhost 3000. You definitely can. When you type in chat at bash, it grabs context. Hey, Corbin chat, what's up, Sherlock? What host can you recommend to host cheap websites? Two things. So first thing on what do you need Pro for large SaaS? I mean, how much is Pro? Is that the one that's $200, $20? I think regardless, a lot of the times people are worried to pay for subscriptions. People have like a subscription allergy. I can understand that for maybe like Hulu, Netflix, Paramount. It's like, do I really want all of them? But at the end of the day, you got to really look at these things as tools and investments towards productivity and investments towards building something that's real, right? So it really comes up to your discretion of quote unquote whether you need it. I think the better way to answer that question is, do you need AI in general? Yes, and you should definitely get loyal to one type of chatbot and get really good at it and pay down the $20 a month. Okay, so here we go. So we're getting somewhere, y'all. Just trust. But this is like amazing for y'all to see, because y'all are gonna be like, wait, this guy just kept pasting over the errors and it slowly just worked over time. What would you do for a cheap website? It's 20. Yeah, I would pay it down for sure. Unless you're already paying. So I look at it like streaming services, right? If you have Netflix, if you have Hulu, if you have Paramount, like just choose one. For me, I chose Hulu, but sometimes I cancel that and go to Netflix. But the point being is just choose one. So pay that $20, put it towards ChatGPT, put it towards Claude, put it towards Cursor. Throw your $20 towards something, and it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. We're getting a ton of errors, y'all. So we're gonna figure this out, though. Okay, let me see. Wait. Rust can be hitting errors. Can't see localhost 3000. Keep running. I might have to start a new chat here. Actually, we'll start a new chat. Sometimes it can find itself in situations. So we're gonna do this. I am trying to run my app in localhost 3000 and get this. Solve and give me the command line to run. The end product for now is a landing page that just says single player. But I know the spelling's bad, yeah, in the middle. I pirate all series and movies. I used to be on that mind block for sure. The one is like 123movies.com or something like that, or .xyz or something like that. I think it got lost to combine 3JS with Rust. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It shouldn't use 3JS with Rust rather than WebShoot. Okay, here we go. Thank y'all. I'm watching your stream. I'm trying to speed run, see how fast I can do it. Fine. All right, say less, Bones. I might have to. The issue is that I might have started on a bad slate here because we switched tech stacks. Therefore, it's basically conflicting each other. So honestly, because y'all said that, y'all are smart. This is smart. We're gonna do this because of the fact that we haven't even pushed the gate yet. Like we literally have no commits. We're gonna delete everything. We're gonna delete everything. We're gonna start fresh here, and we're gonna open, and we're gonna start completely fresh. Nothing's here, and we're gonna say this simply: this. We are building a Minecraft copycat, and the tech stack needs to be optimized for performance, and use Rust. Enter. Yeah, I started with Rust already. I would just do it from scratch, honestly. Okay, cool. Use rules and set it to only use Rust for it. Okay, perfect. I'll do that as well. I think clearing the slate was smart, y'all. Shout out to everyone in the chat that did that. Let me do real quickly rules here. Always focus on optimization. Okay, always use Rust language in block mine. Say done here, and we let this just cook a little bit, y'all. We're gonna let this baby cook. Let it cook. I like it cooking. I like it when it's cooked. Also, this is not critical, but I don't know if I'm starting from a title screen is the best idea. The title screen can easily be added. No, I understand that, Bonds. I definitely understand that. I think for me, I kind of like the idea of just creating a title screen, clicking single player, and then jumping into the environment. Therefore, for me, then I can maybe add settings before, because a lot of this stuff, I'm not going to essentially, I'm not saying any data into the cloud until a little way further down. I'm going to save it all to the web browser. So I kind of want to just create a nice little menu UI before I dive too deep into the 3D game aspect yet. Also, this is, but you know, so far so good. If you're watching the stream right now, make sure to leave a like. It is completely free. Make sure to check me out on Twitch, Twitch. Emoticons are coming. For some reason, I don't know if it's just me, but the HT sometimes streams a little bit better on Twitch. Let me make sure all this stuff looks live here, y'all. Perfect. We got 13 watchers. Make sure to leave a like on YouTube. It's pretty completely free. If you are watching on YouTube, see if you can leave a comment on the video. Can you leave comments on live videos? Or no? Maybe not. But let's check out Twitch here. If you Twitch looks good. We are live. We are good to go. But what's really cool is once we build our base template here, because I'm going to be able to use another AI tool in Google AI Studio, Nano Banana, which I'm pretty sure y'all are familiar with. We're going to be able to create textures with that. We're going to really be able to build a full-fledged product here. The issue with, side note, look how insane this is. 4 out of 10 done. It is still on this to-do list, y'all. Oh, it's going the full 20 yards. So we're going to let it go the full 20 yards, whatever. Have you tried web scraping with OpenAI Agent Builder yet? I don't get the MCP to run. Okay. So they have web search. So that's like a form of web scraping, I suppose. MCP, I did release a video, so you can check that out. It was like 3 days ago, maybe 2 days ago. So I have used OpenAI's MCP. The problem with OpenAI's MCP is that it's kind of a weird native integration where your access token will expire after 7 days. So it's like, are we just doing this just to do this? What's like the real use case here? Obviously, I think in the future, they'll probably make that a little bit better. But that's why I've been kind of leaning towards using Zapier in that context. And I have a really cool video coming out pretty soon here where essentially I show how to recreate bump ups, but with Zapier MCP and OpenAI Agent Builder. And then we're going to take that code using ChatKit and actually deploy it to like a website. Because I think one thing that's missing in all these tutorials is that, yeah, great, you can create a cool agent flow, but can we actually use that code using the ChatKit UI rather than it just like doing an action that's all test and all Fugazi? Saw it already, but it wasn't able to scrape individual components. So what specifically, like, is there like a specific website you're looking to scrape, or what were you specifically looking to scrape? Or like when you say individual components, are you referring to, what are you referring to? Like you were trying to tell the AI to go to like xyz.com, go to only the footer and only grab the email? Like, was that kind of the workflow you were thinking of? And this is not a joke. Everyone that's watching, this is not a joke. We are quite literally coding Minecraft. So we're going to let this keep going here. I mean, this might have just said YOLO and just went all the way, but it's fine. If it gives me like a working thing here, then we can build the menu later. We can build the textures later. We can do a lot of cool stuff here. Or imagine this one-shot Minecraft. Building Minecraft ends in day 1 stream. I want to scrape individual UI components. Yes. So your best way to do that, yeah, I think handing over to Zapier might make more sense now. Definitely would agree with that. I think the way you want to do that is instead of putting so much onus on the AI to just kind of give it a link and web search the page, maybe a workflow where the link itself is parsed. You could use web parser by Zapier. From my understanding, the AI agent could find the relevant link, then the AI agent could use web parser from Zapier, and then the output from the web parser could be the entire HTML associated with that page, and then you could granularize that way because you're granularizing in the code. I mean, look at this. Oh, this is insane. This is like definitely, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Okay, perfect. Make sure to leave a like. This is day one of stream. Day one of what stream, Corbin? Building Minecraft. Y'all thought I was playing. I literally paid $20. I paid $20 on Amazon for that mask. You know, Halloween's getting close, so we'll let it slide. It doesn't fit well. I could barely breathe in it, but here we go. Install Rust from first for best performance. Okay, so let's see this. I mean, I'm kind of okay. Accept. Here we go. Oh, Scheizerkopf. Okay, we're gonna let this install here. Ah, I'm getting hacked. I remember the first time I was coding when I was like a little kid and I see stuff like this. I'd be like, yo, what am I doing? I'd be like, should I be installing this? Got you. We'll try. It's 3 a.m. for me in the country. It's in CS. That's what I'm telling you. 3 a.m. Got to be joining at the right time, though. All right, so we got an error here off. But let's go like this real quick. Let's scroll up on this. Just give all the context. AI loves context. We're going to go like this. Here we go. And then we'll bring it over to the chat. We'll paste and just let it go, y'all. One thing you'll realize in this series is that this isn't going to be like my other YouTube videos where it's cookie cutter. I have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. To be completely transparent, I've never developed a video game and I've never even worked with the Rust language before. I'm just coming from the perspective of developing other types of software, but video games was always one industry that I never touched because in my head I was like, oh yeah, we got to make a B2B or a B2C. But I think after doing this series and doing this, however long the series is together, I think part of my brain is going to be like, why would I not want to code video games? That sounds like so much fun. Like imagine coding your own video game and playing your own video game and you're like, I want to add this and you add it. So I think this is going to unlock something else in my brain, which is going to be fun. At same. Oh. Sprechen Sie Deutsch, mein Blog. Sprichst du? All right, we're gonna let this baby go. It looks like it needed a specific package of dependency. It did not install correctly. But we shall go. It looks like we're good on YouTube still. It looks like we're good on Twitch. So here's a little story time while we let this go. A little story time is, if you were with me on yesterday's stream day 11, this is stream day 12. So I'm going to keep trying to remember that, but now I might turn it to, this is day 1, day 2. What's up, Michael Scott 245? Say it, Deutsche.
Michael Scott 245 is now following.
Dankeschön. Yeah, yesterday I got cooked because I was looking through Sora, and y'all know me. I'm very much in a position where I'm just like, I can't get copyrights. I got a copyright, y'all. I got a copyright. So yesterday, everything happens for a reason. So I get this copyright, and I'm just like, you know what? That's a sign. I was going to do this series a little later, but I'm like, you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's just do this series now. So what I do plan on doing is at the end of these streams, if y'all want to just kind of do something in the meantime while we wait for this code to generate, and obviously we're going to get better and better as we stream here. This is day 1 of the Minecraft stream, or building Minecraft from complete scratch. You can send me a cameo here at Corbin Brown, and I'll react to them at end of stream. So every time we end stream, y'all, I'm going to be reacting to cameos here. And if there's none, there's none. Okay. But I'll react to cameos there. Okay. Let this baby run. Let this baby run. Let this baby run. All right, we're going to say keep all here. In the early stages, especially the early stages, y'all, I am not going to try to look over the code, make sure everything's good. I'm just going to run, like build, because I want to essentially just get something that's workable to where I'm happy, where I can push this to my Git profile here. So we're in the build stage. It's just like chuck everything at the wall. Okay, so let me see. We already have an issue. Let's do this. Okay. Then of course we need the get ignore. Ooh, I love me. I like it, Rust. Rust reminds me of MW2 Rust, if y'all know that. 1v1 me and Rust. Okay. Also, these thumbnails. Y'all gonna love these thumbnails, man. I keep talking about it, but I'm telling y'all, these thumbnails are gonna look like a beautiful mosaic. Like 12-year-old me that played Minecraft is just gonna be like, wait, are you a Minecraft YouTuber now? Maybe. Maybe. All right, let's go. There's also something extremely satisfying about seeing all of these things compile, download, and building and dependencies. There's just something extremely satisfying about that. But when you first start coding or you're fresh, it is the moment of like, wait, am I downloading a virus? So let's see, another error. I told y'all this is fresh. Let's go. We're getting close though, I can tell. All right, boom, and we'll push that over there because we are quite literally AI code the entire thing. And then once we get this initial render, the first light bulb is going to switch in your head. Where one thing I always tell anyone in any of my videos that they watch is that no one's perfect. No one can really get everything correct on the first try. So never give up, especially when it comes to coding, because it's easier than ever. Like back in the day, if you got an error, that was a no joke situation because back in the day, you had to quite literally post on a forum, scour a forum, find an old blog that is like 80% relevant and still get cooked. But now, just keep going at it. Or we're going to be here since day 3 of this stream and this is never going to run. Okay. All right. We're getting closer though. Let's do this. New chat. Keep running here. Keep on. There we go. There we go. And the cool thing about Cursor too, and I remember the early days of AI coding, you had to do a lot more copy and paste over, which is fine. You can still do that if you want to keep your repository separate because you don't trust the AI model. You're like, I don't want my data being taken. But it really does have enough context now of your repository to jump around between different files. Now, what is really cool is that I was messing around in my other project. It also has the ability to reorganize files to make it look better. Yeah, Stack Overflow, that was the best one. That was usually the highest quality answers were Stack Overflow, but then that would even get toxic. That would get very toxic. People would get pissed at each other. There'd be like downvotes like, this code is trash, dude. See, look at this. It's auto running commands for me as well, which is super cool. And it's able to identify it. So I'm going to basically tell it to basically fix itself until this works. It's just a model that makes the bugs, not Rust. Oh, yeah, no, I know that. I know that, GXP, for sure. But as I said, I think part of the reason I wanted to create this series is I want to prove that this is possible now. I've never developed a video game before, but we could like quite literally develop a video game now with AI, which is a huge unlock. I think a lot of people don't realize how good AI is at coding now. Obviously, it's not amazing as like quite literally Exhibit A, but over time, this is going to get better and better. Thoughts on Claude Code plugin for Cursor? I mean, it already has the model it has access to. My answer as of now, until OpenAI just pays me absolute everything, is always gonna be ChatGPT. Not joking. My answer for now is try every single model, see what you like, and then put your money towards that, and then basically upskill on that. So if you really like Claude and Claude coding, and you just like love it, then yeah, go with the Claude plugin. You already paid the $20 down. Might as well upskill on that specific thing. So this is nice. It's gonna keep compiling and not having me to compile it. Thank you, Cursor. But that's always my advice because everyone's different. I remember like a year ago, like I still like using ChatGPT for the most part to code. And the amount of comments I would get, like, how the heck are you not using Claude 3.5 Sonnet? I'm just like, I just don't use it. I think I'll make this into a playlist as well that y'all can bookmark. So we're going to be streaming tomorrow as well. So I'll make sure y'all can just keep jumping back. But as you already know, if you're watching this now, make sure to leave a like. And as you already know, essentially, we're streaming every single day. So, okay. Run the command and confirm it works. Let's see if it works. How would you create assets for the game? Also, did you saw Prison Tower stream or money? Mordoria. I'm gonna be honest with you, Michael. I have no clue what those are. Also, did you? Yeah, I'm not too sure on that. Give me some more context, Michael. To create the actual assets, it's going to be very simple. Actually, we're going to be using Google Nano Banana from Google AI. Oh, oh. What did I say, y'all? What did I say? Y'all thought I was playing. Y'all thought I was playing. Like you literally thought this was a game. Y'all thought I was playing. Oh, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So obviously it's not amazing. Like it's cooked, but we're getting somewhere. What on God's name? Okay. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Hold up. All right. So what I'm gonna do is this. Oh, shiza. Wait. Oh shoot. Hold up, y'all. I gotta get my cursor out of it because it's freaking out. Give me a sec. Okay. Let me just cancel that real quick. Okay. Looks good. Have it. So if I hit escape, my cursor can leave. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this thing going right here so my cursor can leave. I'm gonna get that done, and then essentially once my cursor can leave, we're gonna push this to get right here. Now I'll be honest with you, my original intention was to take off this mask, but this is kind of lit. Hold your quick assets. So we're gonna use Google Nano Banana. Yeah, Gemini 3. I saw like a little bit of a. Do I sound fine like this? What's my mic quality right now out of 10? Is it 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10? Or are you just like Corbin? We can't even hear you. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. My bad on that. Prime again. Developer X Netflix catch. What did this Netflix? Did he like try to do the same thing, or tower stream? What is the tower stream? All right, but let me know. All right, out of 10, what is the mic quality when the mask's on? Because basically, what we realized is that anytime we reach an achievement, the mask is going on. It's fine. Okay, Michael. We might have to keep that in mind. We might have to keep that in mind. Yeah. So basically, y'all, you're telling me what is it? How long have we been streaming for? 6. All right, GXP. That's what I was thinking too. Mic is fine. So we're between. We'll go in and out. Yeah, we're an hour into stream, and we already got to the point where this is running an application, and yeah, obviously it looks a little crazy, but I mean, y'all can already see the potential. Give me 90 days. And y'all are helping me as well. So this is some like weird thing where instead of me putting a public repo, I'm just like taking in the chat data, okay? So supposedly this works now. Let me get the okay, so oh, I see. Escape. Ah, nice. So that's nice. So I did that. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun, y'all. Y'all do not know how much fun this is gonna be to do together. Holy smokes. All right. Bro, block mind. Okay, first off, let me push this. Let's save it, okay? SSH, as we already know, as we already love. We already love this. He created a game you can look up. YT, it was a banger. Okay. Did he do it with AI or he just basically just said, let's do it? Let me look it up. Let me see if it's on Twitter. Tower game. Can you what's tell me the game name? Oh, so it's on YouTube. Okay, let me see. You know YouTube though. It's gonna give me a strike. Let me see. Oh, a tower defense game? Oh, those are OG. Those are fun. Okay, let me connect this, y'all. I remember like the balloon one. Okay, perfect. Let's push this to GitHub. This will be a first commit. Call it, we'll say block. Mind is alive. It's alive. You have the SSH URL. You already know I've already connected my hardware to an SSH key. Therefore, if you want to learn how to do that as well, you can check out my software series. We're building a software from scratch. It's one of the episodes. I gave a whole Google Doc how to do it as well. It is fundamentally extremely important so that when you push to GitHub and deal with GitHub, you don't have to deal with those nasty little access tokens that expire. And you're like, how the hell do I do that again? Like you get those like little loops in your head. You're like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay. Let's go ahead and push this for GitHub first. Just make sure this is all connected. He vibe coded it manually too. Only write in. Okay. See, that's the thing. What's nice about this is I can basically vibe code most of this, but that like 10 to 15% that's like you need a like developer knowledge to do things like, I don't know, like know what the heck GitHub is and know why that's valuable or know what a terminal is. Like stuff like this is still needed at this point to build out Minecraft, but even that is like such a like a small ask. Okay. This is awesome, y'all. Okay, so GitHub is connected here. Let me just do add a readme and push add a readme file that explains the tech stack and keep it short. Just add a readme real quick. Are you vibe coding, bro? Yes, I am. Lost Bitcoin, and we are going to create Minecraft. It's going to quite literally take however many days it's going to take me. We are creating Minecraft. Sorry, we're not creating Minecraft. We're creating a parody of Minecraft, or we're not even. I don't even know what Minecraft is. This is block mine. I'm gonna be very careful on the words I use in these streams when it comes to this because I really don't know the implications. I just know if it's a parody, then it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh no. All right. Sweet. And did I actually already push it for me? Cursor, you gotta chill. Cursor's gotta chill. All right, cool. So this is gonna be our tech stack. Let's actually get opinion from the stream. Everyone in the stream, are we liking this? Are we not liking this? What are we thinking here, y'all? Okay, the controls we can come back to later. And then let me see real quick. Building. Okay, that's fine. We liking this? W's in the chat or L's in the chat? I saw some Gemini 3 examples. It was able to make a very simple Minecraft demo with world generation, movement, and crafting in one prompt. I really hope they don't nerf before launch. You got to be careful there because a lot of times it's a little bit in a situation where you remember that one Gemini promo where it was all fake and essentially like they pre-recorded it. It was some weird thing. Don't get your hopes up is basically what I'm trying to say. W looks good. All right, Lost Bitcoin W looks good. All right, W's in chat. I am so like honestly W's to y'all for getting me on the right foot with this Rust. If y'all weren't here, this would have been we would have had havoc in day 20. All right, W's. Sweet. Okay. Whew. Let's do it, y'all. All right, new chat. New chat. First off, let's just make sure the build command works here. And let's just get like there's some little stuff. Like I need something where I hit escape and there's like a nice little settings UI or something. So let me just run this. And we're not doing this anymore. So we're just running an actual native application. Okay, we're gonna let it build. All these demos are from A/B testing users, not Google's cherry pick examples. That's good to know, Bonds. That is good to know. All right, W's in chat. Big W's. And we got the W on Twitch. If you want to see your chat show up in the VOD, this might be history in the making. You might want to see your chat show up in the VOD. When I say VOD, just a video. Twitch.com. Make sure to throw a follow. Streaming for 1 hour, and we quite literally created a playable game. I love it. Run the game. And then maybe we could do something where I kind of have it on the side here. One really cool thing about development that I really love, especially when you develop locally, is the ability to see your edits happen instantaneously. Anyone that's worked in software knows the pain of dealing with a staging environment. Oh, it's coming over here. I see. A staging environment and then production environment. And then in order to deploy to the cloud, it takes a couple minutes in order to deploy to a specific repository. Like Yeah, coding in local is extremely fun. All right, let me do this. Okay. We can probably put this up here, maybe. I'm gonna have to think of like an optimized way to do this screen here so we can see the game and also like the live code. Let me do this, y'all. Should I be to the right or left, y'all? What do y'all think? Does it matter? Oh, wait, no, we'll do left because the chat's over there. So we'll do left. I'm gonna put this right here. I'm gonna put this right here so that then basically I'll be on the left here. All right, there we go. Sweet. This is looking good, y'all. Okay, perfect. www. All these demos, Google demos are famous for showcasing pre-coded stuff. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. Mine blocked as well. All right, cool. But who knows? It could be absolutely beautiful. So we're still a master branch here. Should we do a separate branch? I think for now we'll just keep it the same branch just because everything's still so fresh. We might as well. But first thing I want to kind of, create is like a little bit of a settings UI. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do first off, organize my source folder for the relevant files. Let's do some organization. I like keeping my code clean. Keeping your code clean is very key, especially as this gets bigger and bigger. I don't want to mess. That's one skill that I had to learn the hard way. Add a rule that makes it run in a bigger window. Oh, I mean, the window itself, I kind of just shrink. Like, this could be this big, right? Like, we're literally playing. I mean, it's a little crazy right now, but we're literally playing Minecraft here. So I'm just making it small right now so that we can see the code, we can see the live edits and everything like that. Auto run command. Okay, nice. So we're gonna let this go here. See, look at this. This is perfect, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. Organization, fundamentally important in any code base, because end of the day, when I open source this and y'all have access to this, y'all don't want to deal with like literally a source folder and then like 50 files, and you're like, huh? Okay, let's let this guy go. So it's kind of broken right now, but we'll let it be broken. That's fine. All right, and then let me see, make sure GitHub's okay. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. So yeah, this is called block mind, and then I quite literally put the about as AI is too good, but we will see what this becomes. Because honestly, my intention was to stream every single day, and this is day 12, but now this is day 1 of the let's build Minecraft from complete scratch. You already know what happens next. We're gonna tackle something bigger, a bigger fish. But let's see. So it's gonna keep going through these errors to make sure that in its reorganization, it is still sufficiently not going to cause situation. But I'm already excited, y'all. This is already a lot of fun. Like, I'm having a lot of fun. I don't know about y'all, but I'm having a lot of fun. This is like what real AI feels like. Okay. Reorganize. Nice. Let me just get the run commands. Give me the run commands to restart the game. So I need to figure out how to restart the game, because basically what's going to happen in these early days is that since it was like literally a pillar of blocks, so I kind of have to have a point of reference. Okay. Okay, for optimized build reuse, recommended for best performance, for faster. Oh, cool. Okay, nice. That is good to know. And then sometimes this guy wants to open up somewhere else. Okay, let me do this. Terminal, we're going to close here. And we're going to run this again. Let me control C out of this. All right. All right, we're going to let that build. Then once it builds, I'm going to make sure that we start on that one checkpoint of the tower, make sure that the reorganization didn't cause any type of conflicts within the code. Then we're going to push this, and we're going to push this as a clean code base, and then we're going to add some more stuff here, y'all. I mean, we're only an hour and 8 minutes into this journey, and, this is already being absolutely tremendous to me. So here we go. I'm also going to take note of cargo run is a faster compilation. So we got Minecraft here. You're right. You are right. Mind blocked, correct. Or who said that? JXP, correct. I do need to open this up at like 1920, I think. I put escape here. Okay, let me do that too. Let me do that real quick. Have the open window on launch be 1920 by 1080 for size. 80 for screen size. Nice. So what have y'all developed of Rust? Are y'all using Rust actively, or is this you guys kind of already looked into this and you're like, oh, if I've ever built Minecraft, we'd probably want to use Rust? Was that kind of the situation? All right, perfect. Nice. And look at that. I love how cursor just teaches me. So, main.rs, and then we're getting a new window here. We're going to say accept, because it was a little bit small, 720, which we don't like. Let me close that real quick. Let me go ahead and control C this. Right. And then we're going to try this new type of build run here that was just cargo run. I want to see if this actually is a faster deployment. So we'll see. I'm an app. I am for an app scanning homes and building 3D models for the of the home in real time. Ooh, okay. Got it. So yeah, dealing with 3D models, you would definitely know the most optimized framework to use in that context. So that definitely makes sense. Yeah, it's very interesting stuff, y'all. I'm building a different thing that I plan on trying to show on stream. So that whoa, oh no. Okay. Okay, let's go. All right, it's a little bit bigger, but it's honestly should be bigger. But all right, here we go. Okay, let's do this. So we're gonna take a screenshot here. Close this. Oh, I could actually. Oh, let me actually leave that open. Let me leave that open. This is gonna look super cool when I leave it open. Let me do this. Let me back up a little bit. All right, we're gonna put this above me here. So when people join stream, they're like, "Is this guy actually coding it?" I'm coding it. All right. Well, actually, let me do a first off. Let me do a push here. As we already know, when you get a checkpoints here, we gotta make sure that we are good. So we're gonna get commit. We're gonna call this organized. Always organize your projects. If you were watching this, developing, when I was coding as a kid, I didn't do this, and then as I got older, I realized how important it is. It's not like in the moment when you're coding, you're just kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna throw this file here. I'm gonna name it something random. I'm gonna name that function something random. But then like give it 7 days, you're gonna look back and you'll be like, what the heck was that about? That's the one thing about AI that is extremely nice is that it names its functions like what it's actually doing. And I know that sounds like a little bit like Corbin. If you were a developer, why wouldn't you name your function what it's actually doing? No. Trust me. Sometimes you just name it something random because you're just like, I don't want to deal with it right now. Okay, it's cool. So that's fresh. It's been pushed. Let's do the next stage here. What I'm going to do, y'all, I think for the next stream setup, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a whole separate window and I'm going to like overlay this so we don't have this like weird situation going on. But I'm going to do this. Okay. So I'll do a new chat here. Okay, perfect. But notice when I spawn in, I just have me on top of the blocks. And then what I like to do is give me like a screenshot of what's being rendered and then hit enter here because that's great for context, y'all. Amazing. Absolutely amazing for context here. And let's make sure we're live on everything still. Make sure to leave a like if you're watching on YouTube. If you haven't already, check me out on Twitch. Very big W there. Very big W. What's up, Panther Hang? Check me out on Twitch as well. Get the 1080p, get the emoticons very early. I learned it the hard way while implementing a new feature that didn't work and wanted to go back. Yeah, the coding's fun. And, you know, one of the biggest eureka moments in coding is like you have an error. And you have that you've been hammering your head against the wall for like, I'm talking like an error, y'all. Like 2 days. Like 2 days of error. And you finally figure it out. Your brain literally just goes like, click. It's like, hold up. I know how to do that now. I know. Oh, I got to go soon, guys. Ooh, okay. I only got like 20 more minutes. But you already know it's going to be every single day we're going to be streaming. How was hype? That's the like button. Yup. Basically, y'all, I'm going to be real with y'all. This first stream on this topic was an experiment. But seeing how much y'all engaged with it, seeing how much feedback I got from it, seeing how much I learned in the last hour from y'all and from this AI, probably is this is awesome. We're doing this. I'm going to freaking create Minecraft. So I don't know how many days it's going to take me, but make sure, even if you have to miss a couple, you can watch the VOD, but make sure to keep joining me here. Oh no, it's over here, y'all. Here we go. Oh, we got to close this one. Okay. So first off, oh, I see. Okay, so it has like a little bit. It's like a creator mode, right? You just like free falling and stuff. And every single time it's missing. What's missing? Right. Let me do this. Okay. We're gonna do a little bit of self-correcting here too. Let me do this real quick. Hold up. Let me out. Thank God I added that escape functionality because that was bad. Okay. It's still okay. Take a step back. First, just make it so we have a floor I can walk on. As of right now, it's just this tower feels like Minecraft creative mode wants survival mode. You see how much of a vibe code that prompt is? Feels like Minecraft creative mode. I want survival. Okay, we'll post that. What's nice about Cursor 2 is it's automatically running the rendering and everything like that, so that should be fun. Every basic features of Minecraft could be in like 5 days. That's what I'm thinking too, mind blocked. These streams should be between an hour and 2 hours. I mean, the fact that we already kind of got this far in an hour, and y'all know me, like if I don't know how to do something, I'm gonna learn how to do it. So don't worry about that. And we're gonna figure out the best way to do this. Where there is so many tools of AI now where I'm not even worried about the textures. I'm not even worried about the animations because there's so many AI tools that can do it. Granted, some of those AI tools are going to be like, you want this animation? You got to pay me $20 a month. Okay. Like, better than Fiverr and Upwork when you got to pay like hundreds. So here we go. We're going to let this run here. I think the goal, because I got to get going here pretty soon. I got like 20 minutes, y'all. The goal should be we can maybe walk across some land here. Now, a big thing, let me know in the comments, or if you ever figure this out, let me know in the school community. Hashtag, let me show y'all this. If y'all are not on it, make sure to join this as well. You can throw clips in here. It's just a big community we're creating here, completely free. Let me know if y'all ever find out like some type of software. I'm going to look at it on myself as well. Some type of software that creates audio sounds that's like non-copyright and everything. That'd be actually pretty helpful because then I could start. The only software that I haven't found that like I found a good image software. I found a good. Oh, this is breaking. I found a good image software. I found a good like a coding software. But the one thing I haven't found, y'all, is like how to make sound effects through AI. Like, is there something like an easy drag and drop there? Let me run this again. All right, make sure that we force quit. All right, here we go. Okay. We're getting somewhere though. All right. All right, we're definitely getting somewhere. So we're gonna have to let me get a good shot here, like this. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. No. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, but the UI plus gameplay logic will increase. Let me do this. Say right now, it's just a tower of blocks. Let's first just focus on me spawning in and 10 blocks of floor around me. And gravity is involved. And I can just run or walk and jump. We don't want this too confusing. We want to start simple here. Yeah, but UI logic plus gameplay logic will increase the amount of prompting for context, so it will take a lot more back and forth. This is true. There are huge open source sound libraries already. You don't have to use. Yeah, true. I was thinking maybe just using like YouTube's copyright free one. But the only reason I would want to use AI because then it would add an extra layer of like, whoa, this is kind of cool. Like this is actually a unique sound specifically for this game, rather than like like all those like generic sounds like oh my leg or something like that. So 10 out of 10. The thing with AI though too, and I do agree, when this code base gets bigger, it's gonna get a little crazy. That is not a lie. But that's when we get this to the point where all y'all can join in on this. I don't know how big this is gonna get, but we get multiple developers on this. Like this is literally something where it's like, you know what? You know that game Block Mine? Oh, I just want to throw a PR real quick, and then everyone in stream will react to it on stream. Like, okay, is this a dub or LPR, y'all? Are we pushing this? Are we merging this? and then we could take a vote. We'll do ones and twos. All right, we'll let this go here. This is like all brand new too, yo. I don't even know. Like this is literally the best thing I could think of when it comes to like let's build a video game on stream. Okay, there we go. So I'm kind of scared. Yep, I knew that was gonna. I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, I'm feeling like this is gonna make me fall. Okay. I spawn, but then I just fall and only 4 blocks in front of me. I might have to approach this a little bit different. I have an idea. So let me actually do that real quick. I have a pretty good idea of how to make this work. So Minecraft. Let me see if I can do it like this. This would be actually insane if I actually was able to do it like this. And I'll show y'all what I did if I get this to work. Oh my gosh, this would actually be insane if I get this to work. We're gonna first let it try itself. We're gonna try. It has issues with the correct normal face orientation of the blocks. Okay, this is good to know. I'll take that. I'll try your feedback, and then I'm gonna try another thing I'm thinking of that could help the AI out here. But it definitely has some issues here where I'm just falling infinitely into space. But this is going to be day one of a very, very long series. Or maybe very short. Maybe shockingly short. Let's see. Okay. This is better. We're definitely getting somewhere here, y'all. Okay. We got to create our... We got to start in third person. That's what we have to do. We have to create the physics so I can see myself in third person so I know when I'm clipping through a block. Make the player in third person. And for now, just a vertical rectangle so we can ensure physics is happening and I am not phasing through blocks. Yeah, so I'm gonna try this first and then we'll try to go ahead and upload a screenshot and keep going here. Now, it's just good that I know that Rust can do this now. That helps me a lot. I guess like what use case is like the 3JS and the original tech stack? Is that for more like eggshell.io and like snake.io where it's like you want to deploy to a website and just kind of have like very limited graphic intensity? Because that's what I'm thinking it was basically in that sense. Because it's kind of like a fast kit in and out type shit. So this is stream day 12. Stream day 12. And this is Minecraft 1. All right, we're going to let this go here. See how far we can get. I do got to get going here. So this will be the last 5 minutes. So make sure you throw something at the cameo if you want me to react to it. If there's nothing there, then we're going to react to my big surprises here. Make sure you follow me on X as well so you can stay up to date with what is happening. But as you already know, we are doing this every single day. Every day. We're going to build out Minecraft. Because part of me is just having too much fun making those thumbnails. These thumbnails are just like creating technical thumbnails. I've learned from all the data I've gotten up to this point that's very like specific. I have to go like this in 20 minutes. Doom, big logo, do. Minecraft thumbnails, you can have a lot of fun. But Rust and Web GPU will use the user's GPU to render it directly. 3GS still uses CPU. Okay. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, that helps me out with my other project that I'm doing. I'll probably opt for using Rust then as within the tech stack. This is good to know. See, and this is partly why the reason I'm doing this, why I took such a big thing to be like, let's just see if we could do it, because I'm learning a ton. And who knows, by the end of this, I might just be like, yeah, I don't want to do SaaS anymore. I want to build a video game. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. Block mine though. I like the name. Keep going here. But part of the reason, as I said before, that I'm tackling this is to learn, but also this new agent that does to-do lists that's able to self-autocorrect. It's just very impressive, y'all. It's extremely impressive. But we're going to do this one last shot here. It's going to render this game, but I know it's not done doing the to-do list yet. Oh, see? Look how helpful it is when you know you're in third person. Because then you can kind of get context. Oh, wait. The camera's not even with it. Okay, so it kind of failed that part. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, all right, we're stopping day 1 stream. And we're going to, I think it's more optimal for me to opt for having it in third person first. So then I can see the physics of me on the blocks and everything like that. But let's go ahead and do a commit here. so we can save our progress. And we're going to save it to something that we remember, like third person begins. And then we shall check out the cameos. And then that will be the end of today's stream. But don't worry, I will be here tomorrow. Sooner or later, we're going to create a separate branch here as well as we get a little deeper in the weeds. But now we do the classic stream day 12 pipeline. So you already know I had this idea. I was like, you know what? We're doing this idea. So I had to start this.
Oh, this is about to be fun.
It's lead alert.
Stream day 12 is going to have a big announcement.
Wait, actually? Bro, that's kind of huge, man.
Stream day 12 is going to have a big announcement.
Chest plate first. Fits better than I thought.
Got that all playing.
Helmet on.
See, Leet didn't like that. Leet did not like the helmet situation, but I said, hold up, Leet, you gotta join me on this. You gotta join me on this.
Okay, you almost ready to break the internet? Chest plate first.
And then, of course, you gotta understand, like, I'm already in Minecraft creating the game.
Okay,
So me and Leet, we started coding.
let's do it. Let's build block mine.
Block mine. Stop. Put block mine in the chat. Hashtag block mine. Hashtag. We're putting that on Twitter. Actually, we're downloading this. Y'all see this live on stream. This is a live clip. Hashtag block mind. Get that trending. But we're doing it, y'all. It's the game's called Block Mind. I actually already purchased the domain. The domain is playblockmind.com. So we're gonna make this into a real thing. I don't care how many days it takes. And a day you're learning, I'm learning, we're all learning, AI's learning. It's training on my data. So that's a lot of fun. But as you already know, let me just go ahead and tweet this on BlockMind. Make sure to follow me on X here. It looks like it's lagging a little. There we go. It's absolutely beautiful. Make sure to follow me here on YouTube, on Twitch. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to keep following these streams. Sooner or later, I know some of y'all are busy and you're like, Corbin, I can't meet this stream. Don't worry about it. Come on stream day 15 then. But that just about does it, y'all. This is going to start a huge mega series here where we're going to create BlockMind together. So make sure you follow along. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for everything. And this is going to be a lot of fun. Mojang coming after you in 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.